Good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
There we are. Gotta hit the button there, dude. Well, hello, Garden City and all our surrounding neighbors. Hello to Westland, Canton, Dearborn Heights, Dearborn. Hello to Livonia, Redford, Inkster, and Taylor. We have to mention Taylor tonight because Taylor is in the house. Just to name a few, welcome to episode number 740 of the Garden City Community Chat Show. It is Thursday, March 19th, 2026. So happy to be with us tonight. Station doing well. I am your host, Kerry. Also joining me, my co-host, former Garden City Councilman Mike Jones. How you doing, Mike?
I'm doing fine, Kerry.
Good. Hey, tonight we love doing these kinds of shows where our guests do so much for their communities and for others. And tonight we are happy to have one of those guests. Her name is Patricia Obrzut, and she is the executive director of Henderson Center for Blind Children, located in Taylor, Michigan. She's going to be here shortly to share with us all the wonderful things they do at Henderson. So I hope you'll stay tuned for that. Also, Joe Bartley is back with another installment of Tax Talk for you. More information during this tax season. And then Mike, we're going to close out the show with some community events and announcements for us. So stay tuned for that. Got lots to see tonight. And let me mention real quick, if you're watching us live on Facebook or YouTube, go ahead and post your questions and comments in the comment section. You can find us live right now at facebook.com/chat and over on our YouTube channel, just search for the Garden City Community Chat Show. And if you notice a QR code in the upper corner, you can get your camera and scan that. That'll take you right to our YouTube channel. You can also email your questions to us at gcommunitychat@gmail.com, and we'll do our best to get those answers for you. Remember, we're here to promote not only our community, but yours as well. Speaking of community, if your community organization or business has any events, announcements, or cancellations you'd like to get out to our listeners, what do you think they should do, Mike?
You should probably email us, Kerry.
Yep, email the details to us at gcommunitychat@gmail.com. And also, you can message us at facebook.com/ccchat. And Mike would be more than happy to get that information out. Remember, you're always welcome to come on the show and promote your community, your business, or organization anytime. We also encourage any local business to check out and join the Garden City Business Alliance. See what great things they can do for you. For more information, head on over to their website at gardencitybusinessalliance.org. Okay, before we get to our guests, let me mention real quick that the next City Council meeting will be Monday, March 23rd at 7 p.m. in the council chambers located at 6000 Middletown Road. These meetings are a good way for you to get involved and voice any concerns that you may have as well. Also, a quick program note, mark your calendars for April 23rd. That's when our guest will be State Representative Dylan Rosella. So we're looking forward to that. See what's new with him. All right, we are going to introduce our guest now for tonight. He is the executive director of the Henderson Center for Blind Children. Please welcome Patty Obrzut to the show. Let me get her up here. Hi, Patty. How you doing?
Hi, Kerry, I'm great. How are you?
Doing fine. Thanks so much for taking the time to be with us tonight. Appreciate it.
I appreciate the invitation anytime.
So I see behind you there's quite a bit of equipment there, huh?
Yes, I'm speaking to you from our dance and movement therapy room. I thought it would be fun for everyone to see all the toys the children play with.
Yeah, that's awesome. For those who may not be familiar, can you give us a little background on Henderson, how they got started, how their name was established, which is kind of interesting, and who you serve?
Absolutely. Sure. For those who are unfamiliar with Henderson Center for Blind Children, we're located in Taylor, and we got started back in 1952. And there were 3 families. 2 families had children that were blind, and they were the Penmans, the Rickers, and the Wigingtons was the 3rd family. And back in 1952, children who had disabilities were not allowed in school. So they started Penticton Center as an agency to provide activities for the children to become independent and to learn new skills. So, Carrie, I'm just going to interrupt you. I have a little feedback. I just want to know if it's in my computer or you can hear me fine.
I can hear you, but there is a little feedback there.
Okay, just double check. So, bottom line is, the families got together in 1952. They worked with the local Lions Club and got our building built in 1955. And we have been in Taylor ever since, working with children who are legally blind with other disabilities.
Awesome. Let me just get this out of the way. Yeah, you are a little bit of feedback. So what makes the children you work with unique in terms of their needs, and how does your center support their development?
Sure. All of the children that are enrolled at Penticton Center, the most unique thing is our children have to be visually impaired or legally blind. And so that's the one thing that every child here has. And then they also have to have another disability as well. So the children have cerebral palsy or epilepsy or autism. So the thing that's unique is they're multiply disabled with disabilities that are the blindness as well as the other disability. And what we're trying to do is help all of our children to become more independent. So they are working on skills like rolling over, sitting up, learning to feed themselves, learning to play with toys, a lot of skills that sometimes we take for granted that we don't realize how much a disability affects the kids and how challenging it is for our children to learn these skills.
Right. Yeah, for sure. So you started out just strictly doing visually impaired kids, right?
Yes, but in the 50s, it was only blind children. And then in the 70s, they passed a law that said children with disabilities could start going to school. So we started accepting children that had another disability as well. And the photo you're showing everybody right now is what our current building looks like in 2026. Back in the 50s, it was a little cinder block building that was all put together by donors who came and actually built the building. We're on the same property, but over the years, we've really expanded and added on so that we've grown with the children's needs so we can provide them everything that they need that they can learn new skills with. For example, the room I'm in, we added this room on back 4 years ago for our dance and movement therapy program.
Yeah, it looks like a beautiful building and grounds as well. Very nice. So as executive director, what does a typical day look like for you, and what part of your day is most rewarding?
Sure. I'd like to say that there's no 2 days alike here at Penticton Center, except for the children. So just so you're aware, we have 3 main programs. So we have children who are in daycare. They'll come in the morning sometime or late in the afternoon and stay just for the day, and then they'll go home at the end of the day. And then we also have children that are enrolled that can sleep overnight here, up to 5 nights a week, Monday through Friday. And so those children are learning the same activities as our daycare children. And then we also do consultations for families where someone might bring their child here and we'll do an evaluation and then offer them some suggestions or toy ideas or really help them out with feeding issues or any kind of issues that the parents are looking for some assistance with. And so those 3 programs are going on at the same time. So every day could be different. We'll be greeting parents, bringing their children, dropping them off, talking to families. But really what's going on, this is our large playroom. So in this picture, we actually have a group of students that are here visiting. So we sometimes get groups that want to come in and visit, or they'll want to get a tour of the agency. So that's what's going on here. You have little Cameron, who's on the right-hand side. A lot of kids on the swings, learning to roll over, sit up, learning balancing skills. So on a daily basis, we have activities. We have an occupational therapist, an activities director, a social worker, volunteer coordinator, we have horseback riding, we have therapy dogs. So we just have a day full of activities for the children until we really wear them out at the end of the day. About 8 o'clock, 8:15, everybody's getting tired and getting ready for bed.
Yeah, I bet. Wow, that's a full day for sure. That's a good sized room too. A lot of equipment in there.
Yes,
And
we've added on 3 times since I've been here. I've been here 38 years, and
wow,
we keep expanding the room so that you can see that the kids have swing sets inside. We have a track system that's up in the ceiling that helps children that don't know how to walk. It gets them up in this harness so that the kids can learn to actually take steps independently. We have slides, we have merry-go-rounds, and then we have all kinds of toys for the children to learn new skills as well.
yeah, that's how I found out about you through our friend John Zadakian, the one that cries, he said.
I love it.
Yeah, he's a good guy. But yeah, I guess the Rotary Club came there and took a tour, and you spoke with them. So it's nice
Yes.
for organizations to, take a tour and see what it's about.
Yes, one of the programs we actually do is we have Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, school groups. We have nursing students. We have college students. We do a lot of community education programs. So we go out and let people know about disabilities, how our children are learning. And so we really want to give back to the community so that they can also understand how our children learn and what they can do if they meet us out in public, how they can hold a door open or just say hi.
Wow.
So the one picture you're showing right now on the left is Dean, and that's that little track system where Dean's up and standing up in the hops dress.
Wow.
Or Lincoln is in the middle learning to climb a ladder with the help of the dance and movement therapist. And then Cameron's on the right, they're learning to put balls inside a little toy that activates it, and they kind of shoot around using a vacuum. And so he really likes doing that.
That's fantastic. Wow. The equipment is amazing. So, how is your organization funded, and what are some of the ways that the community can support the mission? And I would imagine that you're always looking in need for volunteers, eh?
In need of a little bit of everything. So as a community organization, we're really working with the community because 100% of our agency is run through donations.
Wow.
So we do not charge families for our services. It's 100% free to families, and we don't receive state funding or federal funding and no insurance money. So every toy that you see, every piece of equipment we use, and even the salary for our employees, everything is 100% received through donations. So we get typically donors. We have individual donors who send donations. We have groups like service clubs, Lions clubs, Rotary, Kiwanis, Knights of Columbus. We have all kinds of service groups that help us. And then we have just general groups out in the public. I like to say we have a wide range of donors. So we have Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts. We have employees from Ford Motor Company. We have the Harley Davidson groups. We have motorcycle clubs. We have Precious Moments groups, a little bit of everything. And some people will collect food for us. Some people will do a bowl-a-thon or a garage sale. And those donations come in and help the children. And we also get people who gather, toilet paper, Kleenex, paper products. So shampoo for the kids, soap, baby wipes, all those kind of supplies are what we use, and we collect it all from the community.
That is amazing. That is amazing. And how long have you been there?
So I started in 1987.
Wow. So
I'm only 20. No, I'm kidding.
Hey.
Yeah, I've been here a little while. I started out as the occupational therapist when I started here. And then after about 10 or 12 years or so, I became the assistant director, and I've been the director now for the last 3 years. So I've been here 38 years.
Wow, that's awesome. One of our listeners, Annette, she says, wow, looks very nice. Also, Fawn says, great school. She's familiar with it, I believe.
Yeah. Well, and I do want to tell everybody, we really encourage anyone in the community to stop by and visit, because we want we're here to help the community. We help families from all over Michigan, and actually we've had children from Ohio as well.
Wow.
So we want the community to know about us. So number one, we can help families of children who have disabilities. And also we want our donors to know where their funds are going and how we're helping the children. So people can stop by without an appointment Monday through Friday to get a brief tour, and organizations and groups can call us up and set up a time, and we're happy to show them around, or we can come out and do programs like this for the community as well.
Well, anything we can do to get the word out, just let us know, okay? Because we're more than happy to do that, and we reach pretty far and wide. Now, Mike is a Kiwanian. He's a past president of Kiwanis. What do you think, Mike, about this?
I think she'd make a great speaker.
Yeah, for
In
sure.
one of our Thursday 12 o'clock lunch meetings.
Yeah, they'll buy you lunch.
Yeah, we're happy to come out. And the one thing that's nice, I can talk for 5 minutes or I can talk for an hour. And if someone tells me what they want, I can bring equipment and toys, and I try to get the groups participating. Like, for example, we'll get a school group come here and we might set up an obstacle course for the kids to try while they're blindfolded, or we'll have adults try to feed themselves while they're blindfolded, some Cheerios off of a spoon, different things that are kind of fun to do.
That's fantastic. Yeah. Mike, you're definitely going to have to take her information for sure.
I've got a pen in hand.
Okay.
I'm ready to write stuff down.
Yep, we're going to put it up shortly. Are there any upcoming events and programs or needs that you'd like our listeners to know about that they can get involved in? I know you have a golf outing coming up, or almost sold, right?
The Frostbite Open is the golf outing coming up on April 25th. And that we have every year. And this year we only have 3 foursomes left for anyone that wants to golf. But we do a fundraising event for Penricton Center almost every other week. There's something going on sponsored by the community. So one of the other events that's coming up in May is our picnic, which is an open house. Anyone can attend. It's Friday, May 15th from 4 to 6:30 here in our backyard, and people can stop in and get a hamburger or hot dog and then come around and see the building and get a tour and see what we do. And then we also have a motorcycle ride coming up on June 7th, and that's Ride for a Reason. It's I believe the first or 22nd year this year. And so it leaves from Cabela's in Dundee and it ends up here in Taylor at Motown Harley Davidson. And you can actually sit in our parking lot if you want to watch about 500 motorcycles drive by our building. And all of the money from that event and all the events that we're talking about, they all help Penricton Center, whether it's a car wash that someone does for us, or a golf outing, or a motorcycle event. So those are just a few, but people can always look at our website for upcoming events because you never know where they're taking place. We just had a pancake breakfast about a month ago. So there are always things going on around the community for us.
Yeah, there's the website there, penricton.org. Very simple. Very simple. I like that. Wow.
Well, yeah, and Carrie, I did want to mention one of the things too that I really like people to know is that we really partner with our families, that we're a center that's helping children, but the families are so involved in our program on a daily basis. They're really here to help their children learn new skills. And it's really, anyone who's taking care of anyone who has a illness or a slight disability knows how challenging it is to find support to help them out. So our families are always here learning and helping, and we're working together to help our children learn new skills and to become more independent.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, just amazing. Now, good story. I just found out from my wife that her mother, my mother-in-law, used to I don't know, monthly or weekly donate to Penricton when she lost her, but she was a constant, gave to it. So that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, we have several donors that they donate through the mail, and they might send us a donation once or twice a year, or whenever they're interested. And then we also have people who volunteer with us in the building. I always let everyone know, if you're a gardener, you like to do any weeding. When you showed the picture of our grounds, the entire grounds are maintained by volunteers. So if you want to spend a day out here weeding, you're welcome to do so. If you want to help us plant our garden for the children. Even this year, I had a club that donated the snow removal. that they came out and paid for someone to come and do our snow removal. So if you like to pull a weed, we can use you.
Yeah, that's a lot of grass to cut too. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yes.
Very, very well landscaped. Very nice. So if there's one thing you'd like our listeners to remember about the incredible work that you are doing there, what would that be?
I think the one thing I'd like everyone to remember is every day, I think we make a difference in the lives of our children. And we do that with the help of so many community partners and how wonderful it is. Every day, a child learns something new here, whether it's to hold something in their hand, whether it's to learn to communicate using a device or learning to speak for the first time. And that we couldn't do it without the support of the community. And we're so appreciative of that. So I get to see it every day. I want people to come here and see what the kids are learning every day.
Yeah, it's a great feeling, isn't it? To see how they're learning and how they progress, you know?
Yeah, we just started a new little girl this week in our daycare program, and she's already learning. Like today, she was up in that little harness learning to move her little legs and trying to hold a spoon while she's feeding herself. And it's just such a rewarding experience to be able to see the kids learn things that they didn't know how to do before.
That is awesome. That is awesome. And the communities, I'll tell you, they do come through, don't they?
Absolutely. Anytime we need something, if I put the word out that we're low on like AA batteries for our toys, or we could use Kleenex, I'll turn around and someone's either sent it through the mail or it's dropped off at our front door. So it's just really fun to, I've never met so many kind people than working here. I meet so many wonderful people.
That's awesome. And just, just so you know, any events that you have or anything that you'd like to get out to our listeners, please email it to me.
Okay.
If flyer, we'll put it up on, Mike announce it. And, like your ride or whatever coming up, we'll definitely get that up for you. Yeah, we'd love advertising stuff.
Nope, I will send everything to you.
Awesome.
You might get an email from me once or twice a month or a week.
Yeah, that I like that. That's good. We like to do that. We like to announce different announcements. So is there anything else that you wanted to cover before you go?
Just like to let everyone know some of the special activities that we do here for the children. I mentioned, we have music therapy, dance and movement therapy. In our backyard, we do horseback riding. The therapy dogs come to visit us on a daily basis. So I just like to mention the reason why we're here is to really help our children learn things that and experience things. And I don't think, even the swings that you're showing, some of those swings, parents just can't afford to have all of this in their own houses. So the reason why the parents are really seeking us out is because we can offer all these opportunities, and it really takes a village to make that happen. And I can't thank everyone enough for their support and how they've helped Pennerton over the last 73, 74 years. And we look forward to the next 100 years here being able to serve the community. And if they know anyone who has a child with a disability, whether it be a visual impairment or not, we're happy to help provide resources. A lot of the activities we do are great for children who are not visually impaired, and we're happy to share those activities with families. It's just the children at our center have the vision impairment and the blindness as well.
Well, I'm sure the parents and the community is thanking you as well for all you do. That's for sure.
They say thank you every day, even though they don't have to. We all find it just a pleasure to work with such wonderful families and such inspiring children.
And this is at no cost to the parents, right?
100% no cost. If a parent wants to donate, obviously we never say no. I like to say when we have our picnic, parents will bring in pop or a dessert for the picnic, or they might donate their child's old wheelchair or clothes that a child's not wearing anymore. But the parents do what they can, but they're not required to pay anything for the children to use our services.
Yeah, maybe volunteer an hour of their time or something. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, they like to help at the motorcycle ride and the golf outing and all those different events.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. So, oh gosh, what was I? I was going to say something. Now I forgot.
That's okay.
A senior moment.
So, well, one One of the other programs we do here is called Active Learning, and really that program is just about creating an environment for the children to be active. One of the things that I think the community sometimes misunderstands for someone who's visually impaired is they think that they have to like grab someone's hand and show them everything. And so what we like to tell the community and our parents is if you really create an environment where toys are available for the children, where they can move an arm or a leg and they can contact things, then you don't have to help so much. And that way the children are the ones kind of learning to move things and pick up balls and take things apart and put things together. Today, for example, we had 2 of our kids out in the backyard. They were playing, and then we also have a little area, and 2 of our children who are blind were driving a go-kart. And you might not think that they can drive a go-kart, but what we'll do is we set up little like beeping sounds, and the kids actually learn to listen, and they drive around in this parking lot that we block off so no one drives in it, and they can hear where they're supposed to drive.
Oh, wow.
And they started out on a slow speed, but now they're on a high speed. For Javarius and Oliver, we're out there today having a good time.
I think I've heard that where they do it with a golf ball too, for golf.
Yeah. Yes, they have beeper balls for baseball. They have beeper balls for something called goal ball, which is a sport that individuals who are blind play. There's all kinds of soccer balls, basketballs. One of our kids here likes to throw a basketball all the time. You know, so some of our children are that active, and then some of our children are in wheelchairs, and they'll need help to, you know, roll down a hill. I said the favorite activity they like to do is we have these switches that you can record messages on. And so we'll hook up one switch with 2 buttons, and it says, push my wheelchair fast or push my chair slow. And all the kids always hit the button that says, push my chair fast. They'll make you like run down the hallways because they want to go fast, not slow.
Yeah, like NASCAR, right?
Exactly.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Well, I think we covered everything. What about toy donations? I would imagine you always need toys.
Yeah, every year, especially around the holidays, we always put out wish lists that let people know what kind of toys we're looking for, as well as food. We can use donations of like apple juice, batteries for the kids' toys. And so we'll put out those lists so people kind of know what we're in need of. But really the toys are anything that lights up, moves, makes music, or is kind of interactive where the kids can actually grab it, take it apart, put it together. So for children about developmentally 4 years of age or younger are a lot of the toys we're looking for. And then we have a few children that, like today, they were playing Braille Uno, but that's kind of on the high end. A lot of our kids are working on basic things like being able to pick something up in your hand or pushing a button to have it play music, Casio keyboards, those kind of things. Yeah. But some of the things that we can use are, think of your daily house and what you use to clean your house on a daily basis. So garbage bags, paper towels, Kleenex, toilet paper. The more items we get donated, the more we don't have to pay for those things. Sure. And then the less our budget is.
Yeah, just little things like, toilet paper, paper towel, just little things like that adds up.
Yep. Even little hair ties for girls, you know, when we're doing their hair, we're always losing those little hair ties, or baby wipes for the kids, those kind of things.
Now, what are your hours there again? You said you have sleepovers too, right?
Sure. Well, so we're open from Sunday night at 7 o'clock until Friday at 7 o'clock. That's when our children can be in our building. Visitors can stop by anytime. We're here 24 hours a day, but we ask people to visit a little bit, maybe after 8 o'clock in the morning up until about 8 o'clock at night, because then the children who are staying here are getting ready to go to bed. But we're here Monday through Friday. People can stop by anytime between, like I said, 8 and about 9 p.m.
Okay. And you encourage people to call and set up a tour, right?
Sure. We love to have people set up a tour, but you can, if you're in the area, just stop by. The reason why we ask you to call is we might take all the children outside on a field trip. So if you show up, and you ring the doorbell and nobody answers, we all may be out at Chuck E. Cheese or at a park or the pool. So we don't want you to come and us not be here. So if you call and just double check we're here, or you can set something up. And then the children do go home for holidays. So they'll be off in 2 weeks for like the Easter break. They'll be home for the whole week. We'll still be here, but there won't be any children here for the week. So they do go home about 7 weeks out of the year where they're with their families doing activities and things like that.
Now, what about transportation? Do you have your own buses or minibuses or?
Yeah, we have 2 vans and we have 1 bus, and the bus and one of the vans all have wheelchair lifts, so
Wow.
we can get the kids in it. And then we have 1 van without a lift. So if we want to take all the children somewhere, we usually have to use all 3 of the vehicles plus some of our own cars to get around.
Sure. Well, that's amazing. I'll tell you, you're doing fabulous work. That's for sure.
Well, and I like to remind everyone, even the vans and the buses, every once in a while, someone will call me up and say, "What could you use?" And I'll say, "Well, we used to not have the van or the bus, and we put that on our wish list, and a couple of donors got together and raised the money for that. We just got our van replaced. It was about 30 years old, so we just got that. So we're always looking. Like, one of the things we're going to work on is replacing some of our bedroom windows because they're literally 30 something years old and we haven't had the windows replaced. So we're always working on a project here and kind of updating the building and making sure it's up to the standards we want for the children."
Well, maybe we can give a shout out to Wallside Windows, and maybe they'll come through.
There you go. I always like to know resources. If someone's got repair, we have 1 volunteer. All he does is come on a weekly basis and he fixes things around the building. So if something breaks, we like handy people.
I would imagine you could definitely use some gas cards too, with the way gas is now.
Sure, gas to put in the vehicles, as well as, if someone doesn't want to take the time, like Kroger gift cards, Home Depot gift cards, so we can fix things.
Sure.
Or if you can't do anything, I will say if you shop at Kroger has a program called a Community Rewards where you can nominate a charity that every time you shop, Kroger will donate to Penticton Center on your behalf, but you have to name us as your designated charity. So there are things that people can do that don't cost them anything if they want to help us out.
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, many things they can do to help donate. That's for sure. Well, you're doing a wonderful job. Appreciate it. Thank you again for taking the time. And please keep in touch. Come back anytime and send any events or fundraisers that you have coming up to me, okay?
I definitely will, Carrie. Thank you so much for the invitation. I really appreciate it. And thanks to everyone watching.
Absolutely. You take care and say hi to Janet.
I will do so.
All right. Take care. Night.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Wow. That's amazing. They do some great work. There's the information right there, the address, the website. Give them a call, 734-946-7500. Set up a tour. They love to meet people and have them out there. That's for sure. The website, you can find out a lot more on the website, penticton.org. And I'll put this up at the end of the show as well, okay? All right.
What's her name again?
Patty. There, I'll put it up there so you can. Patty Obrzut. Hold on. Obrzut. And yeah, she'll be a great speaker for you guys. Maybe you can go in with the Rotary Club too, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good, my man. Let me get this down here. And then we're going to get Joe in here. We'll get Joe in here now with some tax talk for you, because I know everybody is still probably doing their taxes, right? All right, stand by. Here comes Joe.
Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Tax Talk with Joe Bartley from J&J Taxes and More. So let's talk about the latest trend this evening on social media, and it is a tax protest, so to speak. Don't pay your taxes, or don't file a tax return. Now, they are stating a obscure line in the tax code that says taxes are voluntary. Well, that is 100% false. When we talk about taxes being voluntary, it is based on the fact that it is your responsibility to file your taxes and file them correctly and make sure to include all income. Now, back in the day, of course, before computers and before a lot of the things that modern things that we have going on now, people were paid in cash or farm animals or something along those sorts. So they were expected to claim that on their taxes. That is what the voluntary part is. It in no way implies that you have a choice to pay taxes or not. Now, this has been taken and challenged in court and all the way to the Supreme Court hundreds of times. And every time the people pushing the agenda has ended up in big trouble and generally behind bars. So it's something that you want to stay away from. You must file a tax return. Now, I hear people say, oh, I haven't filed in years. And you may get away with it for a while, but eventually you're going to start getting heat from the IRS. It is going to happen. I have seen it happen. I've seen it take 30 years to happen, but then boom, they hit and they're relentless. They will get their money one way or another. And don't believe all the hype that you hear on the radio about these big companies that can eliminate your IRS debt. Okay. Those companies cost a lot of money in order to eliminate debt. And they are only about 20% successful in doing so. So pay your taxes, file your tax return. Even if you owe, I always encourage people, you owe, you can't pay, that's okay. At least get them filed. You can work out a payment plan with the IRS, but don't just ignore it. You will get yourself in trouble every single time because they will not go away. So I hope that helps with some information. I appreciate you listening. Again, this is Joe from J&J Taxes and More in Garden City. I do taxes, I do bookkeeping, I do accounting, I do payroll, I do property management. So if I can help you, please get a hold of the office and let us know. Thank you, and y'all have a great week.
All right. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it. Patty?
Yes, sir.
I have a question. I'm glad you're still there.
Yes.
Annette McNeil wanted to know, how long of a program is it for the children? I guess it varies, huh?
Yeah, it really depends on what the parents are interested in. So it can be Monday through Friday, 5 days, the whole week, or it could be just one day a week for a couple hours. So it really depends on what the parents are looking for.
Okay.
So bottom line is any parent should just call us and then we can explain to them over the phone and let them know the information.
Yeah, that'd probably be the best. Okay. All right. That's all I have. Hey, you have a great night. Thanks again. Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right. See you soon. All right. Very good. Okay, Mike, you ready?
I'm ready.
We got to get Michael in here. Let's get him in here now. We're going to do some community events. So stand by for Mike. And you know what? I didn't get your music out, so we're just going to go into it, okay?
Okay.
Tonight.
Yeah, music lovers will probably appreciate me not singing to them. Lucky Squirrel events have been set for May 16th, July 18th, and September 19th from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. Vendors are asked to register now. They have 10 by 10 spots for $25 per event.
Yep.
The thrift shop has new hours. They are Monday, what is this, 9 to
2.
9 to 2,
Yep.
Tuesday 9 to 2, Wednesday 9 to 2.
Yep. Yeah, they're over at the Radcliffe Center now too, which is really nice.
Yeah. Professional carpet cleaning. Dennis offers tile and grout, hardwood floor, upholstery cleaning. Just call him at 734-299-6496. Ace Masonry. Jay Piner is the owner. He has 30 years experience doing brick, block, and stone. Contact him at 734-469-0633. The Forum Fitness Center at 34250 Ford Road in Westland offers water aerobics on Monday and Friday at 8:30. Tuesday, an aqua hit at 8:30 a.m. Wednesday, water aerobics at 6:15 p.m. And Thursday, aqua combat at 7:30 p.m.
That Aqua Combat, I don't know about that one. I don't know what happens there. Is that like Iron Horses we used to play, I think? I don't know.
I don't know. Straight Farmhouse at 6221 Merriman Road in Garden City is open Wednesdays and Saturdays from noon to 3. They have a
plethora.
A plethora, that's the word, of events and activities that people can participate in. Yeah. You can learn more. For information, go to www.straightfarmhouse.org.
Yeah, contact Kim Marquette over there. She does a great job, and she has something going every month, I swear.
Every month, every week.
Yeah.
Schedule for open play, birthday parties, and field trips are now available at
Station. Yeah.
Where's this at?
Imagination.
Imagination Station. Okay, celebrate Easter at Imagination Station.
Mm-hmm.
I can't read most of that.
Yeah, $40, $7 every additional child. Saturday, March 21st. 10-1. Some of these are hard to read, I know.
Yeah, drop-in pickleball on Saturdays.
Starting March 21st.
March 21st. So that's coming right up.
Yeah.
This Saturday.
Yeah.
From 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Yeah.
$3.
Mm-hmm.
An Easter egg hunt at the Westland Goodfellows are sponsoring in the Westland Fire Department. The Easter bunnies will be there. Get ready to hunt. It's going to be on Saturday. This Saturday, March 21st.
Yep. It's going to be at the new fire station there on Merriman.
Yeah. What is the large black?
That building?
Yeah.
That's that training facility for fires and stuff.
My wife asked me that when we were going by to the doctor today, and I couldn't tell her.
Yep.
Okay, Cornwell's Turkeyville lunch and dinner and theater show. Dial in for Murder on Friday, March 27th from 9:30 to 5. $70 per person. I think there's still slots available.
Yeah. You have to call or whatever. Make sure.
Okay.
Haven
Spring Fling Artesian Show. Haven Love Dog Rescue is sponsoring this on Saturday, March 28th from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. You can see the Easter Bunny from 12 to 2 at the Garden City Radcliffe Center. Join us for our Spring Fling Artesian Show. Sports venue fundraiser for the Garden City Youth Athletic Association Cougars. March 28th, 12 to 9. Raffle baskets, bake sales.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. Westland VFW Bova Post is having an adult Easter egg hunt on March 28th at 6 p.m. $5 per person. Spring break. So there's a field trip in enrichment cards, 10:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Monday, March 30th to April 3rd, $25 for the whole week per kid. Yep. Lots of games and fun.
Yep.
Easter lunch. Oh, yeah, I've got that one. Thursday, April 22nd, and from 12 to 2 p.m. Residents are $15, non-residents are $20. A fun-filled day with amazing food, games, drinks, and more at the Radcliffe Center. Parents Night Out, games, crafts, and pizza. April 3rd is the last one. It's for ages 5 to 12, $20 for child, $10 for a sibling. It's Fridays from 5:30 p.m. to
9.
or to 9 o'clock p.m.
Yeah. I got a feeling they're going to have more because this is pretty popular for the parents.
Spring Reefs, April 4th from 2 to 4 p.m. Sign up today at the Garden City Public Library on Maplewood. An Easter breakfast.
Yeah, this is in partnership with Kiwanis.
April 4th from 9 to 11, $8 for residents, $12 for non-residents.
Yeah, oh, you can eat pancakes.
Can hardly beat that.
Yeah.
I can eat a lot of pancakes, by the way.
Yeah. Me too.
Compost resumes. On April 6th, compost must be put out on your regular trash day. Put your compost in brown bags or marked garbage cans. Yard waste stickers are available at Public Works and City Hall. Bags or cans, whatever. Strength and stretch aerobics. Wednesday, April 8th to May 13th, 5:30 to 6:30. $3 per resident, $5 per non-resident. I think that's at the Radcliffe Center too.
Yep. A lot of stuff going on at the community center now.
Yeah. We were there for the lunch that they had. What was it? St. Patrick's Day lunch.
I saw you serving. How'd you get sucked into that? Muscatoli.
That was a volunteer activity from your Garden City Senior Association.
Commission on Aging?
Yeah, Commission on Aging.
Okay.
The Dueling Pianos fundraiser. This is the Rotary's big event. It's on April 11th. Tickets are $25. Fundraiser to support Haven of Love Dog Rescue.
Yeah. That's at Dearborn Heights Booths. Okay. Unworn.
Okay. A mom-to-mom sale, April 13th, 9 to 2.
Yeah.
Admission is $1. Early admission is $2. Large item room, 65 tables.
Wow.
Table rental is $20 each. Bring your own 6-foot table, and it's only $10.
Yeah, half price. This is at the Maplewood Center. It takes a village, West Campus.
Yeah. Neighborhood Watch. Next meeting is April 14th. It's on the second Tuesday of every month, 7 o'clock p.m. at the Garden City Police Department.
Yep.
Detroit Institute of Arts trip. Yeah, I've got that one too. Tuesday, April 21st from 12 to around 4:30 p.m. The DDA will be providing the transportation. Bus pickup will be at 12 p.m. at the Radcliffe Center. It's $5. Get you light snacks and water are included.
$5 only? Wow, that's a deal.
Yeah, the DIA provides the bus.
That's amazing. Wow, that's a really good deal.
Yeah, you get to see some great art, that's for sure. 20% off of food sales at the Wayne Westland Special Olympics.
Yep.
This is at the Red Robin.
Yep.
Royal baby shower for newest members of the Cast community, every baby deserves a royal welcome. It's on Saturday, May 2nd from 1 to 3.
Yep. This is at the historic Metropolitan United Methodist Church, 8,000 Woodward in Detroit. Ample parking. This was from Annette McNeil, one of our fans. We got a Mother's Day craft show here.
Mother's Day Craft Show, Saturday, May 9th at the First United Methodist Church, 6445 Merriman Road in Garden City. It's right across from Barson's Greenhouse, I believe.
From 11 to 4, yeah.
11 to 4 I can read. I can't read a lot of that other stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of small. Saturday, May 9th.
Yeah. Adult Co-ed Kickball League starting season starts May 15th. It's on Friday nights from 6:30 to 10:30. 8 games and playoffs.
Yeah.
Get active and have fun. Meet new friends. Play. Autos for Autism, a big program.
Yeah,
This is the 25th annual Autos for Autism. It'll be on Monday, June 15th from 4 to 9 at the Garden City Middle School. Music is provided by Bonnie and the Working Girls. Carrie and I will both be active at that one. You'll be a judge, I think.
Yeah.
And I'll be a tabulator of the votes that the judges have made.
Yeah, that's a big fundraiser for them. Huge. All right. What do you got? You got any more?
I don't know.
I know you're looking in the marketplace. Don Nicholson and his wife did a great job with the marketplace.
Okay, Valentine's Day craft show. We already did that. Casino trip. The Fire Keepers Casino trip. Oh, that's already over. Pickleball basics. Learn the basics of this fast-growing sport in a fun, welcoming setting. No experience needed. Tuesdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Thursdays from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. A 4-week session. It's free.
Free. Music to our ears.
Yeah. Price is right.
Yeah.
Free bingo. Tech talk with Julie on every Thursday. Make appointments. Ages 50 and up. You get help with your laptop, phones, Android, and iPhone, email, or any tech issues you would like to discuss.
Yeah. That's a good
Julie is very helpful.
Yeah. That is. If you're intimidated by any of that stuff, she'll help you out.
Yep.
For sure. All right.
I guess that's it.
Okay, with that said, I think we're ready to call this a podcast.
Podcast.
I want to give a huge thank you to Patty Obrzut. She is the executive director at Penricton Center for the Blind. They have fantastic work over there. I want to put her information up again. If you want to schedule a tour or just talk to them about anything, if you know anyone that could use their help, it's at no cost to the parents at all. If you want to volunteer, if you'd like to donate, please reach out to them because they could always use your help. All right, there's the information right there. Also, we want to thank Joe Bartley from J&J Taxes and More. He always does a great job as well and does great work in Garden City and even takes people from Toledo, Ohio. So,
and points in between. I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Okay, how about now?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, sometimes we get a little glitch. Thank you for co-hosting, Mike. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
The show will be available right after we sign off tonight on Facebook, so we hope that you'll catch it at your convenience, especially if you tuned in late by going to facebook.com/GCChat. Feel free to share the show with your friends as well. Also, catch us over on our YouTube channel. Just search for the Garden City Community Chat Show. You'll find not only this show, but all our past shows as well. Click on the live tab button and please subscribe to the channel by clicking on the subscribe button. We would appreciate that as well. And at the end of our shows, myself and Mike like to thank all the first responders, healthcare workers, police and fire, everyone on the front lines who serve and protect us every day. We can't thank you enough. Be safe, and we want you to know that you and your families are in our thoughts and prayers every day. And whenever you see any of these heroes, please let them know how much you appreciate them. Any final thoughts, Mike?
My usual thoughts are ignore what the Secretary of Health, Education, and Welfare says. Get your vaccinations.
Yeah.
Protect yourself and those that you love.
Yeah. Remember, the success of a community depends on the community. So please support your local businesses and charities. And please don't hesitate to vaccinate. Remember, you are not only protecting yourself, but you're protecting others as well. And Mike, if you see something,
Say something.
Say something. We need to look out for one another out there. For all your weather information, head on over to drtomsweather.com. So we hope you enjoyed the show tonight. Thanks for listening. If you'd like to contact any of us here at the chat for any reason, email us at gccommunitychat@gmail.com. We'd like to hear from our listeners. Let us know how we're doing, what you'd like to see more of. We will see you next week, March 26th, with another live episode right here on Facebook and YouTube. Thanks for supporting us every Thursday night. We really appreciate it. Don't forget you can follow us on Facebook. Once again, we are at facebook.com/GCChat. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just search for the Garden City Community Chat Show. Thank you for watching once again. Be safe, stay warm, and we'll see you next week. Mike,
Okay.
take care, my friend.
Yep. Take care.